So this is my morning walk before my day starts. I'm going to go into my little garden, which we put a little gate across. I have no idea what that's going to keep out. Kind of a habit, more if the Yorkies are with me. But anyways, look at this. He's got a rail that he found in the trash, probably from a closet, sliding door closet. Then he finds like an old bed frame or something. So he built a fence here. And every morning, we slide that across. And then I just come in and kind of do a walk through just to see what's going on. Oh, he hasn't turned on the water fountains. And the birds are not happy about that. He forgot. Shame on him. Let's go get that. He brings me a rock to put in my water fountain. Look at that morning lizard. See if I can get out of the shadow so you can see him. Let me go step inside for a minute. Sorry, just taking you with me on my morning stroll. And now my pumps are on. Now the solar, that wasn't a problem. The solar ones are already running. Don't need to be there here to, don't need to have to turn those on. And in fact, I'm ordering 2 more solars today. Ended up with some credit on eBay. And I wasn't sure what I needed. Sometimes you get eBay bucks and stuff. Got some money on there, so I think I'm going to order 2 more solar pumps and set them up. I'm going to make a couple more fountains for my yard, so I can just sit them anywhere. And that's what I do in the morning. I come through and just kind of see what's going on, see if there's any damage, if the deer got in. I don't have too many deer problems here because we put a fence around my garden. So it's all pretty much fenced in. I mean, I do have rabbits. And yes, we have rats. Oh, deer mice. Have you ever seen a deer mouse? Oh, they are so cute. I actually caught one in the house once, and there was no way I was ever going to kill that thing. I actually carried it outside and put it outside. And, hate to say this, but he came back because he would sit in the middle of the kitchen, and oh, they are so cute. But anyways, put him outside a few times and finally carried him further away so he wouldn't get back in. Wherever way he was finding, he was coming back, and yes, it was the same one. He had a distinct little mark on him. But they'll come in, and we have something else called pack rats that live around here. You should see the nests that they make. Some of their nests are like 10 feet across. And I think they call them pack rats, and I don't know the technical name on them. But as far as the garden, the ones that do some damage are the birds. See, I'll show you here. See all these leaves being eaten? That's actually birds. I'll get a video of that. They're sitting on here and they're eating the greens. And those are the house finches and the white-crowned sparrows. They're eating the greens, but that's okay. Look how nice that bin is going. That's one of my compost in place bins. And I did stick a kale in there in the back, and that thing is really taking off, the center one. And I'll let that thing grow. And then the other ones I'm going to lift up. And I'm going to put some zucchini in there. As soon as I know our weather is going to stay warm. We've been just too cold. And now they're calling for rain again, which I guess is okay. The ground is nice and wet. I haven't had a water for a week now. Anything. So that worked out good. So that's what I do in the morning. Sometimes I walk all the way down to see the other part of my garden on the other side of the yard. I don't walk down to Gary's, and I really should. Oh, this fell over. Let's see. See, there's my other fountain. This was electric, and I took the electric part motor out, the pump, and I put in a solar. This is a temperamental one. See? Now it's running. I have to make a stand for that one. I just kind of sit it up on the plants, and of course it gets knocked over. But yeah, I like coming out in the morning. It kind of starts my day, and I don't seem to have a lot of time. And I don't know why. You know, I thought the older you get, the easier it gets. Don't believe it. It doesn't. At least it hasn't for me. But that's okay. I like keeping busy. And that's what I am, busy. High adrenaline rush. Seems like every day to try to get everything done. Oh, and the birds. I feed them now in the morning and they're waiting. Let me get some bird seed. This is new, the bird seed. I wasn't doing it before. But there's been so many birds and I thought, you know, I'll see what happens if I put some seed out. So let's just put some seed out. This is good parakeet mix with some sunflower seed. Now the smaller birds don't tend to eat the sunflower seed, but the scrub jays are coming in now for it, and that's fine. And I make sure the bowls are empty at night because I don't want to encourage the rats to come in and think I'm going to feed them too, because I'm not. They can steal some stuff, but that's it. Keep that outside here and snap that shut. Hummingbird feeder there is empty, of course. Oh, and look, found that in the trash. I actually was going down the hill and I told Gary somebody threw out the clear one, and he said, yeah, but you don't plant in it. I said, I know I don't plant in it, but you know what? I think the clear one will be a really good little greenhouse. So if I wanted to start some seedlings, I can just plant in the ground somewhere and keep it covered until they're at least, you know, a few inches tall. Like popolo. Popolo grows really good. But the problem is, everything eats it. The birds just love the tiny popolo. So he went down, he looked around, and they had another blue tub too he picked up. And he brought that home, and I'm going to use it as a greenhouse. Just figure out where I'm going to set it up. Not quite ready to get full force into the garden. Like I said, we're going to have some cold spells still. And I want to clear some things out, move some things around. It's not like I'm waiting to do something because I have no food. We have broccoli and we have kale and collard and all kinds of stuff. But just kind of making like an inventory of what I want to do this year. I probably would like to grow more carrots. My carrots tend to go green right away and bushy and go to seed. So I might try to grow carrots, but I really would like to grow beets. And then of course I do zucchini every year. That's my big thing, because I use zucchini for everything. I can grate it and make zucchini patties. Oh, they're so good. Just a little bit of, let's say, rice flour or potato flour with an egg, and then you just fry it on top of the oven, on top of the cooktop, you know, in a frying pan with a little bit of oil. That's really good. Or you can put it in anything. I can grate it up and put it in chili and enchiladas and soup, or you can just slice it up and use it with butter or stuff it. And zucchini seems to go far for a lot of stuff. Zucchini bread. So that's what I do in the morning. That's my unwinding. Just coming out, looking through the garden, seeing if there's any damage, and making sure the birds have their food out here. The hummingbird feeders by the house on the other side are all full. Believe you me, I couldn't be out here without that being full, or they dive bomb me. So that's my morning walkthrough. Everything looks good. No real damage. No damage at all, actually. Very bright, so I don't know how this is going. Let's see if we can go over here. Oh, and check these out. Make sure you check out, if you need a cover, check out your dollar stores. They get them in, and they're 99 cents, and they're really good covers for plants. If you have any problems, you can just drop them on top. See, that way. And then if you have a gopher problem, you turn them upside down, dig a hole, drop them in the ground, and then plant in the center, in the ground, and your gophers cannot get through that. And that works out good too. Knock on wood, we haven't had a major gopher problem for a long time, so I don't have to worry about it. A while back there was a lot of gophers, and then all of a sudden they kind of went somewhere else. I don't know why, and I'm not going to ask. They're gone. That's all I care about. But these baskets work really good. For some reason, I find them at the thrift store, and they want $3 and $4 for them. So just keep an eye at your dollar stores. And they tend to get them. And it's kind of a metal mesh. And normally I prefer the black ones, because setting the black one in the garden, they disappear basically. You don't see them when they're black. When they're white, they kind of stand out, but I think I just needed some, and they didn't have a lot of black ones, so I went ahead and got the white one. So with that, I'm going back to work. Like I said, I thought the older you get, the easier it gets. Nah, it seems like the older you get, the more work it seems like I have. But that's okay. I like keeping busy. Oh, I hear the scrub jay. Hear that? That's the scrub jay. He's letting me know he wants me out of here. He's not friendly yet, the scrub jays that come in for their sunflower seed. When I was a kid, I tamed the scrub jay. That's another story for another time. I was 8 years old with my own business for many, many years. But while I was working on my own business, I had a scrub jay that used to hang around. I would give him sunflower seeds, and eventually he would come to me in the garage where I had set up all my things. He would come in the garage and I could just hand him seeds, and every day he was so super tame. He would come to me, sit on me, everything. So they will tame down, and once he knows that the seeds I'm putting out are safe, he'll just start coming whether I'm here or not. It's cute to watch them. They take the seeds and the food and they tuck it in places. And what's amazing, as a kid, I used to give them all kinds of sunflower seeds and peanuts. I'd watch them tuck them in the dirt, and I used to go see if I could find him, and there's the scrub jay. And I could never find where he put them. So they sure do tuck things away good. Yeah, he's gone. He's not used to me. I just started putting food out for the wild birds. Oh, there's the other one. Okay, they're all coming. And now, you know what it is? They're screaming at me to leave. They want me to leave the yard so they'll come down and get their food. See? They get angry. But they will tame down. Once he knows everything is 100% safe, he will come down and become really, really tame. But yeah, I had, real briefly, I don't want to go into it. Nobody's going to be interested. I had a hamster business. As a little kid, I used to take hamsters from people, the ones that they didn't want, their wild, mean hamsters. I would tame them, and then I ended up breeding hamsters, and I had all the pet stores in LA coming to me because I had the best hamsters, and they got the best food, and that's a story in itself for another time. That was a long time ago. But yep, the scrub jay would come in where my hamsters were, and I'd feed him and everything. So with that, I'm going to start my day. And I just wanted to kind of give you a view of what I do. So have a great day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. And please like and subscribe. Thank you all very, very much for watching. And I better get out of here. That scrub jay is on the hill there screaming. Bye-bye. See, I told you he's going to get used to me sitting here. I don't want to talk loud because I don't want to scare him off. I want him to get used to me. But there he is. Aren't they beautiful? We don't have too many really beautiful birds in this area. The prettiest ones are the orioles and, of course, the scrub jays. The rest of them are on the different brown tones.